What are you planting?
Cucumber.
Cucumber?
Yeah, this one.
What's up, guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and this is
Houston!
Houston. What are we doing today, Houston?
We're planting watermelon in spring.
Well, I've been telling Houston for weeks we can't plant his watermelon until spring. So now that spring's here, we got to do some planting. So
Yeah!
we're going to start a bunch of seeds out here today. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of rainy outside.
But we can't go out there.
But hey, the great thing about having an eye tunnel is even though it's kind of rainy outside,
Yeah!
we can still play in the garden, can't we, Houston?
Yeah.
What you got?
Watermelon.
Watermelon. Say crimson sweet watermelon.
Crimson sweet watermelon.
Well, get to planting, boy. These are your watermelons. You got to plant them.
I know.
If you watched our gardening adventures last year, you know this boy loves his watermelon. Last year, he started his watermelons from seed. He potted them up, and then he put them out in the garden, watched them grow, harvested, everything. As a 3-year-old, that was his big deal last year, was watermelons. Now this year, it's been carrots. But he's excited about these watermelon again. Aren't you, Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing I've been getting a lot of questions about lately in the comments section is my soil blocker and what I really think about it, and if I think it's a great option. Well, I don't exclusively plant in soil blocks. You just saw me planting in some clear solo cups. I use some 3-inch pots, some round pots, depending on what it is and depending on how long I'm planning on leaving it in that container or soil block before I can plant it in the ground. So like Houston's watermelons, I went ahead and put in something that was bigger so I don't have to pot it up so soon, because it may be a little while before I can get those in the ground. But the soil blocker, if you've never used one of these, this is a 2-inch soil block. Well, it's 2 inch. It may not be quite 2 inches. I'm gonna say it's more like 1 3/4, but whatever. It makes 4 soil blocks at a time. Comes out. Can put all those soil blocks in a tray like this. Works great. You know, there's some arguments for and against. Some people say they dry out too fast. Some people say, putting them in plastic pots, then they get root bound. This allows your plants to air prune the roots. Houston, stop. Here's an example. Okay, so this was some soil blocks I used with this to make these soil blocks. These are some kale plants that are ready to be put out. I've actually planted them all. These are some extra ones. It's super simple. You see, they're kind of dry right now. I haven't watered these, but I just wanted to show you. So the roots grow around. You can just pull these blocks apart and then you plant those single plants. Super simple, super easy. And I can put a whole bunch of plants in one tray and plant them out fast. You don't have to take each one out of a cup, and then you got that plastic, that trash sitting there. So I love the soil blocks. If you've never used a soil blocker, I highly recommend it. My little guy's down here eating carrots. I highly recommend one of these. If you're interested, there's a link in the description below under the soil blocker Amazon link. Go check them out. There's several different sizes. It's like 35 bucks and it'll last forever. Matter of fact, I watched a video on Justin Rhodes' channel today, and he was talking to a guy that's been using one of these, the same one, for over 10 years. Just like this. It was a little rusted and not quite so pretty anymore, but great tool to have. Well, I got 2 trays of soil blocks made up, and I'm going to dedicate one whole tray to these seeds that came in the mail from Tara Santiago, a subscriber. She's won a giveaway on MIGardener's channel and didn't have room to plant all these. So if you saw that MIGardener seed haul, you've already seen this. But there's 5 different varieties of crops that I've never heard of, but I'm going to grow them. So one's red Malabar spinach. saltwort, minutina, red shiso, and vit mash. I don't know what any of them are. MIGardener recommended them when he saw that video. He said they're great varieties, so we're gonna try them out. Why not? That's what gardening's about. Houston's back here playing with the soil blocker. Are you having fun? Hello?
Yes.
Yes. You sure are muddy. Don't wipe your head.
I'm not.
He's making mud pies.
No, I'm not.
What are you making? Are you gardening?
No.
No. Well, there you go, Tara. There's all your crops that you sent. They're all planted and in. And I'm telling you what, that minutina, that stuff has got to be the smallest seeds I have ever planted. Let me show those to you real quick, guys. So here it is, minutina. Check this out. Look at these seeds. Look how small they are. Here, I've got a Sharpie. Where's my Sharpie? Right here. Alright, compared to the tip of this Sharpie, look at this. Those are some little seeds. They're smaller than a flea. What are you doing?
Stop.
Well, it's one of those days. The sun's shining. It's nice and bright out here, but we still got these little rain showers coming through. So Houston and I are still out here in the high tunnel. The last thing I'm going to plant up, I got a bunch of seeds planted today, but I went ahead and brought my eggplants and peppers out here because they need to get out of those little bitty soil blocks. So I'm going to mix up some of my potting mix and mix in some of MIGardener's trifecta fertilizer, 5-10-4. Mix a little bit of that in and get those eggplants and peppers and my celebrity tomatoes potted up into something a little bit bigger while it just rains out here. Alright, quick rundown of everything I've got planted. The sun's coming out, the rain's gone now, nice pretty blue sky. Got lots of planting done in here today, so let me show you everything that we got accomplished today. So there's 2 hidden 6-packs over there, but here's all those peppers and eggplant, Malabar spinach, saltwort, minutina, shioso mash. There's all those tomatoes from the garage that came out here yesterday. Potted up the celebrities into solo cups. Planted some chives and some bunching onions. We got yellow patty pan squash, crimson sweet watermelon for Houston, Space Maker cucumber on the right, Muncher cucumber, a couple different varieties of squash, and I guess that's all we planted today. That's it. And I lost my helper. Started warming up out here and the sun came up. He's like, it's getting too hot, Dad. So that's all for the high tunnel today. Everything's growing great. We're greening up. Got a lot of new seeds started. That's it. I got to get Houston loaded up. We got to go, well, special trip today. You guys, I told you a couple weeks ago I was going to be making a road trip down to meet with the guy that built this high tunnel. His name's Leon. He has a business in Kingston, Oklahoma. And we're going to go down today and meet with him and talk with him because he's wanting to kind of get into some YouTube stuff, maybe post a few videos. Super awesome guy. So there will be more videos to follow on that. Houston and I are going to go get cleaned up. Gotta shut my water off. Houston and I are going to go get cleaned up and head to Kingston. So thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Either way, y'all have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.